Hello guys, MiniMiner here and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I'm going to be giving 6 suggestions to make Fortnite great again. So yes guys, welcome back to another video, and a little bit of a different video to what I usually post on the channel, but I know a lot of you guys sort of like these sit down chat videos without face cam and just sort of, I don't know, break things up and just have a nice chillax time on the video. But today I'm going to be giving you guys 6 ideas and giving Fortnite, I guess, 6 ideas on how they can actually improve their game, make it a lot better. And I know there's a lot of sort of unrest, I guess you could say, in the Fortnite community at the moment in terms of changes they've made and things they haven't added, things they've teased but haven't done anything with, things that people have leaked and haven't really done anything. And I think the Fortnite community really does need something to sort of bring the player base back. I don't think it's dying. I personally enjoy the game. I don't have too many issues with it, but I can see the potential for the game. I really do believe that the game can go back to where it was maybe. When was it really good? Probably about the summer of last year, maybe just before the summer. That's when it was really kicking off and everyone was enjoying it. It was at a good state in the game. About Season 3, Season 4 was at its best, I think, in terms of gameplay and balancing of the weapons and all the items in the game. So the first point, the first suggestion I'm going to be making is to bring back the health and mats on eliminations. I know a lot of people have actually chatted about this on Twitter. They've been saying bring it back. They've just recently taken it out of the game, the health and the mats on eliminations that you get. Of course, when you kill someone, you used to, in the normal game modes, get 50 wood, 50 brick, and 50 metal when you killed someone, but then also got the 50 shield or 50 health or whatever you needed. Now this health and mats on eliminations was really good for the game in my opinion. I thought it was really handy. It was perfect for solos because it made third partying less OP, because you knew that if you were third partying someone that's just killed another player, they were going to have that 50 health or the mats to deal with you that is pushing them in the other direction. So I think this was really good for the game, and it should be brought back, especially to solos. In duos and squads, it actually encouraged finishing, and that's where my next point comes into play, because obviously you want to get that health so you're going to finish the person that you killed and deal with the third party. And that's where this point comes into play. It is add the second chance van for duos and squads. I know a lot of you guys have probably seen this van. It's been leaked all over Twitter and all over other social medias, and they've been saying people have been saying that this could counter Apex Legends' little revive system that they've got. Well, not a revive, but like a second chance respawn feature, which I think would be really good for the game. Obviously only in duos and squads, but if they were to bring back health and mats on eliminations, I think they'd have to bring this into the game, because otherwise everyone's just going to get finished like they were before. It was resulting in aggressive play in duos and squads. So once you got downed, you were pretty much instantly eliminated, because the other team wanted that health and those mats to try and counter and beat your teammates. So I think if your teammates were able to finally kill them and you were dead, it kind of made the game less fun for you. Of course, you were out of the game. So that second chance van would really improve duos and squads, in my opinion, because it wouldn't mean that you just get finished straight away, but you still get the benefits of that 50 health and 50 mats on the elimination. So I think that would pretty much balance the game out perfectly, and I think that's definitely what needs to be done for duos and squads and the general game in general. So the third point I'm going to make is that I think Fortnite should add more of a casual mode where all the guns are unvaulted. You get more mats every single time you knock something. So like you knock a bed, then you get 20 mats for that or something, and the games are quicker, like a blitz mode style game, where you can just hop into the game. You know, you can try out different guns. There's no, there's not like any tournament style. You don't get any points or anything. It's just casual Fortnite, and this could appeal to the more casual player that Fortnite are really trying to find that midpoint between at the moment, between the competitive and the casual players. And it's not quite working, I don't think. They're not quite finding that point where both parties are happy. It's either one or the other are disappointed with the change, and at the moment I think nobody's happy with the change. So if they were to add in this casual mode, all the weapons are unvaulted. It's just sort of like a little bit of a free-for-all, maybe like a practice arena where you can try out different weapons. But I think it would be better for the casual players. Maybe you could add in any other suggestions, like maybe if you don't lose health as quickly or you regenerate health like you do in the Floor is Lava mode, maybe just something like that, just to make the game really exciting and maybe better for the more casual player, if that makes sense. The fourth point I'm going to make, guys, and I feel really strongly about this one, I think this should be returning to the game very soon. It should be, because we had a lot of fun whilst doing it on stream, and that is custom matchmaking. Now, custom matchmaking allowed 100 players to get into the same lobby using a custom key that you had to have a supporter creator code to use, and you could just sort of get 100 of you know, your stream or your mates or however many you like into your own private game, and that was perfect for scrims, it was perfect for practice, it was even perfect for playing little mini games like hide and seek or stuff like that. So it was really, really interesting to see how that fit into the game, and I think it really did improve the game. It brought a lot of people back to Fortnite that maybe weren't playing it, because you could play with your mates, you could practice with your mates, and it would just sort of encourage this sort of community and everyone coming together into the same game sort of atmosphere, I guess. But I also think if they were to bring it back, they'd have to add some more options, maybe like a grace period where you don't shoot or you can't shoot until a certain time in the game. Like we had a few issues with people killing before the third circle or before however many circles we decided. So it was very, very difficult to control, and I think that could be key. Maybe you could have some starting loot, maybe we could just start at the third circle, make like a scrim mode, something like that, just to make it different, make it better. But definitely bring it back, even if it's in its current form. That when it left, I think it should definitely be brought back, and I think that needs to be done with urgency with Fortnite, because that is what brought people onto these streams and onto these different games with their mates, and they could play with each other, and it would just encourage this sort of, instead of the streamer being, you know, separate from the players, it could, you know, encourage everyone to play together, and I think that was really good. That was one of the most fun times that I know a lot of you guys had whilst on the channel and playing Fortnite Battle Royale. So without that, I don't think they're going to be able to move forward in recouping the player base, if that makes sense. The fifth point I'm going to make, the fifth suggestion I should say, is that I think they should just bring back the storyline. I just don't see any storyline anymore. I guess there is a storyline, but it's just not clear. It's very ambiguous. Nobody actually knows what's going on. It's good to have a little bit of ambiguity in storylines where you don't know what's going to happen. Who's this? Who's that? What link does that have to this? But there just doesn't seem to be enough actual storyline to work with to make those suggestions in your head. Like, you just don't know what are these little excavators, I don't know, what is all of the new map changes. Is there any sort of big character like the Visitor? Is there anything that we're looking out for? Like, is the volcano going to erupt? It just could be anything, and I don't think that's the right way forward. I think there should be some little hints, but it should be kind of obvious what they think, what you want to happen, of course. Like, maybe the volcano's going to erupt. Maybe we should have different like mini eruptions, maybe smaller volcanoes coming out of the map. But it should lead somewhere and then surprise you at the end. It shouldn't go as expected, but it should build up that expectation and that excitement for something that's going to happen. Some form of storyline needs to come back. And I think the Season 4 storyline was very, very good. And the Season 5 storyline was pretty good, but nothing really happened. So I think the storyline was lost at Season 5, to be honest. So that's what I think. They should bring back that storyline to keep people engaged. Oh, what's happening with the queue today? And stuff like that. Remember when the queue was going around? Where is it today? I think that dragged on a little bit personally, but you know, it brought people back onto the game, and then maybe that would encourage them to play more, because it could be as simple as something like the asteroid in Season 3, where nobody knew what it was, but you were all coming onto the game trying to check whether it was, you know, closer to the map, what was going to happen, seeing if there's any map changes, because it was all centered around that one similar source of that center, which was that that asteroid that came down and obviously ultimately destroyed Dusty Divot. But it was a really good thing. I think everyone knew what was going to happen, but they didn't at the same time. That asteroid will hit the planet or the map of Fortnite, but we don't know where, we don't know what's going to happen, we don't know what links in with what, and I think that storyline was really, really good and well done. They need to bring that back to get more players playing the game. And finally, just a bit more of a specific thing that I think would be really cool is to add options to select language and people with microphones in random squads and random duos. Now, I don't know how many people this would affect, maybe just streamers, maybe just people that like to play random duos, but isn't it so annoying when you get people without mics or when you get people that don't speak your language? It just kind of ruins the random squad or random duo experience. So I really do think they should add that in, especially on EU servers where there's such a variety of languages used, and it seems that not many people have mics. So I think having that option saying, yes, I want to be matched with people that speak English, or yes, I want to be matched with people that have mics only, it might result in longer matchmaking times, but I think it's worth it. You can actually have a more fun and engaging experience in your squad games or duo games when you have more communication. So I think for me that's a no-brainer. I think they should be adding that in very soon as well. But that are the six things that I think Fortnite need to do to make the game great again. I'm really interested to hear your guys' opinions on my suggestions, and also leave your suggestions in the comments as well. I want this comment section to be full of ideas and debate about what Fortnite can do to actually make the game really, really good again, and how they are going to recoup that player base that they once had last year around the summertime. So I think we really, really need to think about this and have a debate in the comments. I'll be in the comments as always, so if you guys did enjoy that video, make sure to leave a like rating. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Use my support creator code as well. I don't say it often enough. It is Lambo98765. If you do want to support me, that is much appreciated. Once again, leave a like on the video if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.